Hey everyone, it's Lily Rubio. Welcome to tonight's team call. It's a new month, guys. It is April. We are, I love new beginnings, Mondays, new months, because we just get to reflect, set some goals, kill our months. Just see what we need to do, set some goals and achieve them. So I definitely love the idea of new beginnings. So it's April 1st. Today I posted on our team page all of the awesomeness that happened next month. And I when I get to tally everything up, that we were able to change 45 lives and 67 team points. So that is awesome, guys. We did do better in January, but that was because it was the beginning of the year and a lot of us were we had a lot of people hitting, at least SE1, 2s. So we have a lot of people there, but we did pretty good in March. And I do want to shout out Robin for her very first week signing someone up. So everyone give her a little clappy clap. Congrats. I mean, really, this really is just about, especially in the beginning, just finding those people you're close with and say, do this with me. Let's do this. Let's make these changes. Jimena, you're alive. Guys, Jimena came back from a cruise. She went almost on the same cruise we just came back on and came back deathly sick. But the funny thing is, a ton of coaches came back so sick from the cruise. So I think it's something that just happens. People get sick. So anyways, we did awesome in March, you guys. It's really, like I said, just about sharing this with people that are close to you, people that, in the beginning that you just have that relationship with, that you can say, do this with me. And I think, too, when we can focus, it's easy to get caught up on making the points, and we forget to look at people as people. So I think that the minute you start feeling stressed out and wanting to hit Success Club, and you got to take a step back and be okay, who am I serving? Who am I really genuinely helping this week? Who am I reaching out to? Did I send a kind text or message to someone that needs my encouragement? We have to always bring it back to that, because that's really what this is about. And it's supposed to be fulfilling and happy. And when we find ourselves getting caught up in the numbers of the ranks and all that, we got to take a step back. So with no further ado, we are going to turn the time over to our Emerald coach, Amanda. Let me tell you about Amanda. She was one of those people that jumped the gun, signed up as a coach, and wrote me, hey, I signed up. And I was like, where? With who? What do you mean you signed up? And she ended up just I don't know who, I guess they assigned her. She just went to beachbody.com, became a coach. And then by the time she came to tell me, it was too late. So we had to work some stuff out to have Amanda finally be able to join me. And I am so glad, I totally lucked out with this girl. And I'm so thankful that she, believed in me, or just really wanted to be a part of what we had going on here, that she was willing to do what it took to be on our team. And we couldn't be more lucky. I couldn't be more blessed to have this girl in my life. And she is the mom of 4 twins. She has twins, guys. And she's been able to lose all of her baby weight, look better than ever before. She's changing lives. She's hitting Success Club. She is, she's making this business work. I'll tell you this about Amanda. Before she started coaching, she seriously was MIA on Facebook for a long time. So when you talk about someone that didn't have a following, didn't really participate in social media, and now this girl is making videos, inspiring us with her foods inspiration. It is amazing what coaching can do for people. And she is just that pure example of someone that has just developed, stepped out of her comfort zone, and is just thriving. So today, Amanda is going to share with us how to push through and be consistent in our business despite challenges that are happening in our lives. We are all going to go through ups and downs, especially in our personal lives, but we got to stay consistent with this. Someone at Super Saturday gave the example of, I think, was it Bonnie? Was it in her talk that she was saying, if you were to go somewhere, and let's say you go to a doctor's office or you go to a Starbucks, and you always go to like read a People magazine, and every time you go there, you get your People magazine and you sip your little coffee or your drink, and then all of a sudden you go to that Starbucks and People magazine's not there. So then you're like, okay, I guess I'll get another magazine. And then you go again and People magazine's not there. You know, if you keep going and your magazine's not there, aren't you going to find another magazine to read? Yes. That's the way it happens with our coaching. If you are not consistent showing up every day, eventually people are going to go and follow somebody else because you're not there anymore. So with no further ado, we're turning the time over to get Amanda's nuggets. And Amanda, talk to us. Tell us a little bit about how you got started. Tell us your story, maybe even your why, and go into the topic.
Okay. Hope I don't bore y'all. Tried to write down some notes so I can get everything through. But so, like Lily said, I have 4 girls, a set of twins. My oldest daughter is about 6 or 7 years older than my youngest 3. And my youngest 3, they're 14 months apart. So it's definitely a handful. I had my first daughter when I was in high school. I was 16 when I got pregnant, had her when I was 17. But I finished high school, went straight to college, and definitely took me a while to finish college because I did have my other 3 during that time. But I did graduate in December with an accounting degree that I plan on using eventually. I'm on the job hunt for that too. But and then, of course, like Lily said, getting started with Beachbody was kind of crazy. I started just with 21 Day Fix last July, and I looked it up because I had seen Lily's transformation video, and I had been following her for like breastfeeding tips and stuff, and I almost had unfollowed her recently, like right before I saw that video, and I'm glad I didn't. But I was so like in such a low place that I was intimidated to contact her personally, even though she comes off, just as so sweet. I was just so down about myself. I just was like, I'll just do it by myself. So I did 21 Day Fix by myself for like 5 months. And I just kept watching her videos though. And that's when I just was like, forget it. I'm going to just be a coach, and help all these people like she's helping, but totally jumped the gun. And it took us a while to get everything situated. But, I couldn't be happier. I would do it no matter how hard it was. So what else? Let's see. What pushes me right now, it kind of all goes back to when I was younger. And it's kind of like what Krista was talking about last week. You've got to work on yourself before you can help others, so, and I'm still in that stage of working on myself, and you don't realize like how deep stuff is until you start, becoming happier, and you see like how far back stuff goes. So for me, it probably started like when I was young, 15, 16, I was a basketball player, and I was good. I loved it, and I was good from being young. Older kids looked up to me, to be leaders on the basketball team, etc. And I got hurt one year. It was like my sophomore year, and I had never been hurt before, so I wasn't playing. And anyway, just after that, I just kind of started going downhill as a person. I quit going to church. I started drinking, and I was smoking and all these bad things, and then boom, I get pregnant in high school. So just downhill from there, So it took all these years later for me to realize that I had to go all the way back to fix myself, But what's my point? Let me see. Okay, so figuring out myself, I had to see what is it that pushes me, other than my kids, obviously, right? That's what we all say is our kids push us. What's always pushed me is proving to people that you can do stuff even though it seems that you can't, or even though people think you can't, or other people have proven they can't, so you think you can't, you know. So again, going back to high school, I had my daughter, and people thought I wasn't going to finish, or I wasn't going to go to college, and I did that. People thought after I had my other kids I wasn't going to finish, and I did that. And that also pushes me with Beachbody. You know, we see how much weight we have, and I just want to show people, look, no matter how many kids you have, no matter how much time you don't have, you know, you can get stuff done. You can lose the weight, you can get in shape, and, you know, stuff like that. So what Lily was saying is, you know, going through personal problems and still being able to help other people, you know, I know a lot of y'all have told me too, like, you know, I inspire y'all, or it's motivating, my posts and stuff. And people message me all the time saying how inspiring I am. And, you know, they've decided to make their life better or start working on themselves, even though they can't do what I'm doing yet, you know, that I've inspired them to do that. But, you know, I still have my struggles that I go through, you know, that I talk to Lily about every month. You know, we struggle financially. We have 4 kids, so it's tough, and only one income. And, you know, we struggle every month to pay rent, or, you know, all this stuff. And luckily my boyfriend understands that this is a long-term deal, you know, because he does network marketing and stuff as well. And, you know, you really have to have that long-term vision and know that it's going to get worse before it gets better. And something that helps me keep that mindset is knowing that I have people looking at me to inspire them. You know, I have you guys looking at me, or these people that I know are watching me and saying, thanks for your posts every day. It's keeping me going, or it did this for me today and stuff. So, you know, that's one of my big whys now. And it wasn't my why at first. You know, my why has changed just over the past few months, and that's what it's supposed to do. It started off with myself. I wanted to look better, and therefore feel better about myself, and therefore be a better person for my kids, a better person in my relationship, etc. And now seeing how I'm affecting people, which I never thought I could do. I never wanted to do that. I never cared to make a difference in someone's life. Or, you know, they say, you know, one person can change the world and make a difference. I used to think, no, that's just a saying, you know, but now I see you really affect someone, and it affects someone, and it affects someone, the compound effect, the ripple effect. And, you know, that's really molded my why, and it just keeps changing. And I always go back to what Wendy's husband said in a get-together they had, and he was breaking down the compound effect. And he said, you know, right when you're, you know, just if you're working out or in life, period, when you hit that wall, you know, when you're working out and you're like, I can't do one more rep, your leg is just burning, and you think you can't do one more squat. He's like, you got to just go that one more after that, because that's where success is. That's where results are. And that just stuck with me. And so when I feel like, oh, I can't message this person again, or I don't know them, you know, I added them, but I don't know them. I don't want to come off as, you know, weird or creepy, you know. I just think, no, that could be where, you know, one more success is, or being able to help one more person. And it always proves to be right if you just push past that one little wall that's just telling you don't go there, just hold back. So I really remember that and think about that all the time. Another thing that I've seen that has helped me and made such a difference in my business, in the business side of it, is being consistent and being persistent, which we know that that's key to it, but really doing it, you know, really showing up every day, you know, even when it's hard, especially those days, even when it's hard, you know, because somebody else out there is having it hard. And, you know, if you can pick somebody else up, that'll pick yourself up too. And people, you know, I talk to people and that I talked to in December, January, and they're just now coming back. You know, last month And now saying, okay, I'm ready to get started, because they see that it's not just a little, hobby for a month or so and then I'm dying off. Like, it's really a lifestyle change. And when people see that, like, when people see you happy, they really think that they can be that, That's how I used to look at Lily, and I look at all of y'all like, why can't that be me? And when you say that, like, it's just crazy. I see people, like, a lot of people in my life, or what I've seen and been around, is people that, think that they have to make bad choices, people that have to go to jail or just, do all this stuff. And I can see what I'm doing is affecting them. I can just tell by their posts, I think you said last week, Lily, you used to get on Facebook and only see all these negative things. And now I get on and only see positivity, and the people I interact with are positive. And I know some of those people has to do with me. And that also keeps me going, and it does affect the business as well, eventually. But again, that's also something, right, that's takes time. You have to be able to see it, even if in a month's time or so. So let's see what else I wanted to say. One of my kids is coming in, sorry. You got her? I'm just still a work in progress as well, and it's helped me to be more, like, at first I used to try to just copy Lily's post or somebody else's post, and I would copy it word for word. Now I've seen that if I just be myself, because people, the people on there that know me, even not just my family, just I'm in a small town, so people know me. Being myself has helped attract so many more people. They know I'm not just trying to sell them something. I'm showing them this crazy life that I have. This is possible. You can lose weight and you can, earn an income. That was something that was hard for me to learn. And I'm still, I can't get too personal. I can't, I know it's important to share, like even the lows and even the bad times, but it's tough. Everybody's situation is different. My business isn't just my business. It's also my family's business, our personal thing. So, but when I do have that one-on-one with people in a message or in a text, I can get personal with them and share with them, like, look, I was this, this low, or I don't even share my true before and after picture publicly yet. Like, I share it in our group, or I share it privately with people. But, just because some people, it's okay to not follow, like, exactly what people before us have done. You have to do what's comfortable for you, because the people that you're reaching out to will be able to tell, so that's another thing too. I was having a hard time, and this is something that's tough when you're just starting, connecting with people before hitting them right with, like, the price or something when they ask you, or they want more information and you want to right away give them the price or something. It helps when you take a step back and really get personal with people. Even if you don't have exactly something in common, there's some common ground to find with them, especially women, right? We all feel the same way when we're ready to lose weight. And that just helps people get more comfortable. I had to learn that the hard way. I lost a lot of people that way. So that's just something I wanted to throw out there for all the new people. What I've gotten from Beachbody so far, other than my physical transformation, which I didn't even expect it to be this extreme, it's just really changed my life. Like, I was just, in a bad place. I mean, just really depressed. And how could I be a good parent to my kids that way? And what's crazy is it's also changed my sister's life in an even more extreme way. She does it with me as well. And she was an alcoholic for years and completely stopped because we started the 21-day fix. And she's been on this journey with me. And in July will be a year that she's been sober, and it's been crazy, you know. So just to see that it can change those lives, like, you know, how can I not share it, or, you know, just change completely. I was never this positive like I am now, ever, at all. I only hung out with a couple of people because I thought, you know, I didn't want to be friends with girls or whatever, you know. I just was an ugly place, an ugly person, and this has totally flipped my life. And, you know, it's brought me closer to God. You know, my faith had, like I said, just gone out the window when I was young. And I told Krista this one time on Facebook, and Lily, like, they motivated me to, you know, set aside time in the morning to devote to my faith and getting closer with God. And, you know, I can't do it every day. I can't do a lot of things every day, you know, but that's part of who I am. And I do share that with people because I know there's others out there that can't fit it all in, but it's just changed my life. And I have to share this with others and change their life as well, because, you know, this is all a lifesaver. This, even, like, not just the programs, but this, you know, the relationship with y'all, and being able to help people find, you know, financial freedom. And that, because that's what I'm searching for. But it's not even just about that. It's just making an impact on the world, really making that impact, you know, like, it is possible. I've done things that should be hard and seemed impossible. And now I wasn't, like, proud of any of it, you know, getting a degree and finishing school and all that. Like, I wasn't proud, but now that I see, like, those things, those are really big obstacles to get over. And this is just another one. And I just want to use that to show other people that it's possible. All these things that seem not possible are. So, I think I hope I reached all my points. I don't know if any of that was helpful. I hope it was. I hope you could take something from that.
Wow. I could cry. When I was on the cruise, I was talking to a leader who told me, all your emeralds need to start talking on your calls. And I'm like, really? Okay, like, I just hadn't thought of that. And I'm thinking, like, wow, look what we've been missing out on. And I'm so grateful for other people above me that can guide me. Like, I'm still learning in all this. We're all still learning. I'm new, therefore you guys are all new, and we're, like, all in this together. But I'm just so touched by your story. And I'm just grateful to be a part of this. Like, one of the things I share with people is that when I was introduced to Beachbody, it was just like being injected into this new world of just positive people. And like you say, that just doesn't really exist, you know? Like, just, I could see you as that girl. I know girls that say, like, no, I don't trust girls. They'll only have guy friends because girls are this and girls are that. And it's like, girls are powerful. Girls can lift each other up, and we're amazing. And we need each other. And so to see where you are today is just so inspiring to me. And I'm sure everyone else feels the same way. Wow. Does anyone want to say something? Anyways, guys, I'm sure you'll be getting, make sure and send Amanda a little message. Jimena says that Amanda is our Shakira. Show us, Jimena. Put it on the screen.
It's between Beyonce and Shakira.
She says she's our Beachbody Shakira. Look at that.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh, for real. And you made that collage.
You're so sweet, Jimena.
Amandita. I call her Amandita because she's like so little for me. And most of you, I think. And
That's
you know, Amandita, I play basketball. I have to play basketball with you. I was the first one also.
see, yeah, that's why we have to meet. We have to all meet.
Yes, someday. I loved your story. I didn't know. I just knew that you had 4 kids. And for me, that was, oh my God, she's my hero. Yeah, but amazing. And thank you for sharing. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. I'm glad I could.
Amazing. Some of you are just coming on now. Amanda wrapped up her words. I recorded it. Definitely go back and listen. This girl just, she has me in tears just to see the power of like what this opportunity can do for us and how we got to push through no matter what we're going through. Robin, what do you have to say? This is your first call. You think we're crazy?
No, I really liked it a lot. Her story. I guess mainly the part where she has 4 kids and, you know, she finished college and she did all that. I think that's pretty great just because of where I'm at right now. Like, I'm just working, or I'm trying to work so that my husband can play basketball in college and trying to just get him through college. And then eventually I'll pick up college again, but probably we'll have kids by the time I get a chance to go back to college. So if she can do it, I feel like I can do it.
That's super cool. My boyfriend, he played basketball in college as well. That's so cool.
Yep.
Cool. We got some basketball people in the house. I love it. Let's stay with free. Okay. Any other questions that anyone may have for Amanda? I wanna point out just a few things that she talked about. I guess if no one has any pressing questions, anyone, or comments that they want to make. Okay. Amanda mentioned about how in the beginning she would, you know, try to copy me and I would give her the verbiage. I'm like, copy and paste this. And it's important. Like in the beginning, you're trying to figure things out and using the scripts and all of that. We need it. And we need kind of like that inspiration because, I mean, unless you're like this amazing writer, it's hard to know, like, how the heck do I inspire people every day? Like, what do I say? You know, so it's good to go and like get ideas from people, but then we got to turn around and like make it personal to us. So copying others is great in the beginning, but then it comes the point where you have to realize, okay, when it feels forced, or again, when it's not feeling fun anymore, you got to take that step back and be like, okay, I need to be me, you know? I need to, you know, what makes me me? Amanda's like the queen of like gangster rap. That's not me, but that's her. And lately she's been like, you know, she talks about that, and I'm sure there's girls that they're like, they do the same thing, listen to the same music, they relate with us. So eventually we have to be more of us. What makes us us, share that, be open, our quirky things. But in the beginning, we do have to kind of like, you know, we do try to follow in the footsteps of our leaders and people above us. And there's nothing wrong with that. But just keep in mind that you gotta figure out like, okay, well, who am I and how can I put me, my true self out there? She also talked about making mistakes in the beginning. Maybe like, you know, you probably talked to so many people, gave them the price right away, whatever. We're all going to make mistakes in the beginning, guys. I mean, even as a coach, there's things that I do with my new coaches that my veteran coaches, I never did it with them, you know? So like, we're all going to make mistakes. Again, I'm new, you guys are all new. We're like climbing this together, you know, roughly just a year in between each other, which at the end of the day, it's not a lot of time when the years go by. So, you know, we're all going to make mistakes, and that's okay. We just have to like learn from them and improve and become better. Today, I just wanted to point out, April posted pictures of her mom and dad. Well, your dad, I guess, was mom too shy to post her pictures, April? Yeah. So
she was.
Yeah.
But here, I mean, look at the impact. You're talking about dad's diet, like his blood levels being better. Like, this is just crazy. Like, this is what we do, guys. This is what we do. And I want you to hold your heads up high. You know, when you think about, oh, am I going to annoy someone? No, you're going to bless somebody's life. And yes, maybe you're going to have those people that you annoy, but you can't lead with that in your mind. You have to think of the Amandas and the Aprils and April's parents. Like, that could be who you are going to touch. And so we really need to like hold our heads up high with confidence. You know, I know a lot of you, Lori has some amazing coaches that like have huge transformations. Lindsay, like we got this little treasure, and we're just like the deliverers of this treasure that we're giving to people. So anyways, guys, I am edified this evening. Edified just because I feel like just going forward with this, continuing on. When I see how lives are changing, like Amanda's, like everyone here on this call, like our family members that we're able to touch, it just makes me say, I'm going to keep on keeping on. This business is not easy, but you guys, I've also had my own business. I had a clothing line that I ran from my house, and many weeks I would sit there like, I don't know how to grow this thing. And it's no different. It's no different. The difference is that with this, we have tons of support, tons of resources, tons of like people we can go to. So we're in a good place here. We're in a really good place. How many of you were able to go to Super Saturday? Chanel, were you able to make it in Orlando? No? Super Saturday, the next one is going to be 3 months away, you guys. So find out that day. I'm going to find out the date and post it so we could just start planning ahead. And all of us, I want us all to be there. These events just like, it just makes you, you know, again, proud of being who you are, and it fires you up. Like, we need to be at these events. Robin, where do you live?
I live in Arizona.
Arizona. Okay. Oh, yeah. There's big things going on in Arizona. Well, I don't know what city. Where are you?
In like the Phoenix area.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of, and actually, Chanel, I just thought of this. Someone in Orlando, one of the coaches that like dropped so much good nuggets. I saw her like on a way out of a restaurant on the cruise. She's from Orlando. I'm going to see if maybe she does team stuff that you can like link up with her out there, because she's amazing. And I would love for you to like meet her and whatever, maybe they do like Fit Club or something and you can team up with them. But also, guys, have you ever thought or realized that you could be like, if nothing is going on in your city, like you could start a Fit Club. You could tell people, hey, let's meet at the park. You could do like meetup.com and say, does any other moms want to meet at the park to work out? Like, you could start that. So just want to put that out there. Anyways, guys, keep doing your thing. Keep shining that light. On Thursday, I'm going to have a call with all of my newbie coaches. If you want to join us, the purpose of the call is going to be, I want to share like certain like tips and tricks, like things that maybe we don't think to do, even sales techniques that I use, that I know, like it really helps to seal the deal. Remember, we're selling stuff online, and it's totally understandable why people would be hesitant to buy from us, to like invest over $100 in something. And so I have little things that I tell people that just right away just calms them down and makes them feel better about doing this. So I just want to share like those beginner, just like tips, tricks, techniques that I use. A lot of people say like, oh, I can't do this business. I'm not good at sales. Like, I'm really good at sales. So I'm going to drop some of those like sales tips just because that's my experience. I worked in retail and sales, and I was a MAC makeup artist. And all I had to tell people was like, oh, that's our most popular lipstick. And boom, they'd be like, okay, I'll take it. So there was little things that I learned in sales, like, dang, I just got to use certain wording and people just like eat it up. So, you know, so anyways, guys, that's going to be going on Thursday. So if anyone wants to be part of that call, let me know. It's just something a little extra I want to do for all my newbie coaches. All right, guys, it has been an amazing night. Thank you. Look out for Amanda's call. I'm going to record this. I still have to upload Krista's too, so maybe I'll do them both at the same time. But thanks so much for being here. Everybody smile. We're going to take a picture. Hey, Steve. Come in the picture, Steve. You are a coach. You are a coach. Smile. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. See ya. Bye.